And how do you deal with mistakes? Is it something where does it ruin like the rest of your weekend after you've made a mistake in a match?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I used to be. Do you know what? To be honest, when I was the older I'm getting, the more I'm just taking it sort of as a pinch of salt. It's not right. The horrible things. You know what I mean? When I see people making it, you feel for them because you know what it's like. But they happen. That's part of being a goalkeeper. You just got to take it on the chin and move on. But you know, it does replay in your mind. You want the next game to come so you can get a good game and get back to feeling lively.
Is nutrition something which is particularly important to you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm quite a tall, lean lad, so I can pretty much eat what I want, but I don't. I tend to stay away from. Obviously, everyone knows the bad foods, you know what I mean, and everyone knows what you should be eating. But just recently, I've just tried to cut out bread and white pasta and stuff like that. I'm just trying to do everything right and play as long as I can.
And do you do much in terms of kind of strength training and kind of plyometrics? Is it something that's kind of important to you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's hard to do during the season, I think. So, I mean, apart from the last game of the season, I think I played some like 148 games in a row.
Right.
To get in the time. Especially playing Saturday, Tuesday, to do a big plyometrics or a weight session, I think you need a couple of days recovery, and it was hard to get them in. But now in the summer, yeah, I absolutely batter it. I'm training pretty hard and loading up, trying to get a good base for the season.
Why did you want to be a goalkeeper when you were younger?
You know what? I like their gloves. I just thought the gloves were quality. I want to get a pair of them, and then that was it, basically that. And then I just sort of took a liking to it, and like most keepers, probably become a little bit obsessed with it. Just went from there.
Okay. And who was your idol growing up, and why?
Probably I love Peter Schmeichel. I love watching him and everything he did. I thought like at the time he just stood out so much from everyone else. But I'd say him. But like I had a little bit of a thing. Like Tim Flowers was when I used to go to school, Blackburn in a club in school. He just went to so he was one of the ones that I really liked. I loved Tim Flowers and Peter Schmeichel.
Was there anybody in your life growing up who was particularly influential?
Yeah. Like I say, all my family were, and obviously my dad, and my granddad passed away when I was quite young. I was about 11, but up until that point we just spent all our time playing football and diving about. And it was one of them where I remember him saying that he wanted to play at Wembley. Obviously, I've not played there yet, and he's not around, but I'm hoping that I can do one day.
And what's your best ever save and why?
I remember what Chef Wednesday this season, which was a header from about 2 yards, and I sort of gambled to my left and went full stretch, and it happened to just sort of hit me on the forearm, and that was one. That was it was like the second minute of the game, and it set me up, and I had a bit of a worldie, and it just was one of the things that was just like. You know, it set me up, and I suppose it was probably the best I've ever made. A lot of luck involved with that as well, but that's at the moment.
And what's been your greatest football-related experience?
We got to the playoffs last season. We had a right good finish to the season, and that was probably the best. The best feeling was getting in them playoffs. You know, and that's probably it. Well, captaining, when I was main captain for about 15 games in the season, and the regular captain was injured, and that was probably my proudest moment actually.
Okay. And what is your biggest motivation?
Really, just get better. Just keep. I just want to be the best, and that's what keeps me motivated. And no matter how well I do, I just want to be better and better.